Shopping for a birth pool can be a little confusing. There are a number of pools on the market, and this tutorial is designed to help you decide which one is the right fit for you. During this tutorial, you'll need to answer a few questions. How tall are you? Do you need a larger pool for your longer legs? Is your partner going to get in the pool with you? How much space do you have in the room you plan to set up in? How much time will you have to set up or take down? What is your budget? And do you plan to resell or use the pool again for future births? The following image shows 3 women. Holly is 5 feet, Jill is 5'4", and Lauren is 5'10". Which of these gals is closest to you? During this tutorial, we'll show pictures of these 3 ladies in the different pools, so you can get an idea of how each pool might fit for you. Many births have taken place in backyard kiddie pools purchased from Canadian Tire or other big box stores. They are certainly the cheapest option and only cost about $40 or so. Pros are that this pool is cheap. Because they are usually small, they hold less water and are less taxing on your hot water tank. Cons are that this pool is usually quite shallow. Ideally, you'll want around 26 inches or 60 centimeters of water depth. These pools are not eco-friendly. Keep in mind that when you're filling the pool, you're filling it with hot water. When the plastic is heated, it can leach these chemicals, which are known to be unhealthy, into the water. These pools have their drains on the bottom, which is ideal when you're playing in the backyard, but a really bad feature when the pool is set up in your home and the drain gets accidentally kicked open during labor. The quality of the material these pools are made of is usually not thick, high-quality material designed for the purpose of birth and indoor setup. They do not come with a fitted liner that can act as another barrier of protection from leaks. They are difficult to find in the winter months and are not designed for birth, so do not come with safety features that pools specifically designed for birth have. This is why we do not carry them. These pools would not make for a suitable rental pool, of course. Next up is the Passages pool. This pool fills the space between the kiddie pool and the more expensive pools on the market. While kiddie pools have thinner vinyl that is sometimes only 0.2 millimeters thick, Passages pools have 0.3 millimeters thickness. Other high-quality pools could be as thick as 0.38 to 0.60. This economy pool gets the job done and is designed by a midwife. Pros of the Passages pool is that it's economically priced. Its smaller size is less taxing on hot water tank and only takes about 20 minutes to fill. It's a lightweight pool. It's safe and BPA free, which is an important step up from the previous kiddie pool. The clear bottom rings allow for clear visibility. Cons are that the smaller size doesn't allow for both partners to be in the pool. It is not very deep, so may not be great for a taller woman who wants optimal buoyancy. Note from the images that only Holly, who's 5 foot, can straighten her legs in this pool. The inflated floor is only 4 centimeters thick. It's a single-use pool and a warranty that reflects this. It does not come with a fitted liner or lid, and there's no handles to hold on to. The smaller valves mean that even though this is the smallest of pools, it actually takes the longest to inflate and deflate. If you're anticipating a quick birth, we recommend you inflate this pool in advance to be safe. And then we have the Bassine regular size birth pool. Its slim design is small enough to fit in most spaces, yet big enough to have plenty of room to move around during labor and even fit a second person in with you. A great feature of this pool is that it has an anti-flooding mechanism. The vertical I-beams give an incomparable firmness to the wall, which also acts as a fail-safe in the event of accidental puncture. This pool is blue, but it also comes in a professional version that is purple. While the personal pool is intended for single use and reflected in the thickness, it has been known to last for many uses. The professional model, which is substantially thicker, has a 10-use or 1-year warranty and will last you quite some time because of this. Liners for this pool are cheaper than any other professional pool on the market, which is a big selling feature for doulas, midwives, and hospitals. Pros for this pool are that it is designed for birth, has safe eco-vinyl, has 2 handles on the inside of the pool for extra support. It holds less water than other pools, so less taxing on the hot water tank and faster fill time. It only takes about 25 minutes to fill, and it's the quickest setup of any other pool thanks to the large valves and simple design. It takes up less space than a larger birth pool. The translucent sides and darker color make for really nice birth photos, and you can purchase fitted liners for this pool, sold separately, that are great if you're planning on using this pool more than once and or using it as a rental. As well, it has a fitted heat cover. Cons for this pool are, it's not height adjustable, and depending on size, it may or may not fit 2 people comfortably. There are no outside or top handles. The Bassine Maxi pool is perfect for taller people and has ample room for both partners to be in the water. It has a deep inflated floor to give extra comfort while sitting, kneeling, or squatting during labor, and optimal depth to cover your belly. 4 solid internal handles placed exactly where you need them, as well as 2 top handles for assistance while getting in and out of the pool. The 3-ring design is beneficial for adjusting the height of this pool by simply deflating the middle or top ring. The separate rings also act as a failsafe, where if one chamber is punctured, water is still retained by the other 2. This pool is blue, but also comes in a professional version that is purple. While the personal pool is intended for single use and reflected in the thickness, it has been known to last for many uses. The professional model, which is substantially thicker, has a 10-use or 1-year warranty and will last you quite some time because of this. Liners for this pool are cheaper than any other professional pool on the market, which is a big selling feature for doulas, midwives, and hospitals. This pool is designed for birth. It has safe eco-vinyl. It is a spacious, large pool with the largest internal dimensions of any other pool on the market. It's also great for those wanting to bring a birth stool into the water with them. If both partners are tall, you'll want this pool. It is height adjustable, comes with 6 handles, is easy to set up, and the translucent sides and dark color make for great photos. There are fitted liners available, as well as fitted heat covers. Cons for this pool are that its larger size can be taxing on a small hot water tank. It takes about 35 minutes to fill. It also takes longer to drain than a smaller pool. You may have heard of the green Aquaborn pools, but these are now discontinued in Canada. There are still quite a few rental Aquaborns out there, so it's worth mentioning in this tutorial for those deciding between renting and purchasing for their birth. Pros for the Aquaborn is that it's designed for birth, has safe eco-vinyl, it's spacious and roomy enough for 2 people usually, it's height adjustable, and is one of the deepest on the market. It has 6 handles for support, and the green color with white bottom allows for maximum visibility. Cons are that you can no longer purchase fitted liners for this pool, but you can purchase a large generic unfitted liner and it gets the job done. Because this is such a large pool, it can be taxing on a hot water tank. It can take a while to set up this pool. You need to inflate all the individual chambers and then fill the large pool with water. Best to get this set up sooner than later. And now for birth pool in a box. Here is the regular size pool. It's roomy for both partners, has lots of handles, and comes in personal and professional models. Pros for this pool are that it too is designed for birth, has safe eco-vinyl, is spacious and large enough for both partners, is height adjustable by deflating the middle chamber, has 6 handles for support, has a seat and built-in cup holder. When you purchase the personal pool, it comes with a fitted liner. When you purchase the professional pool, you'll purchase liners separately. Also available are fitted heat covers, and this pool has a white floor for enhanced visibility. It has transparent inside walls with opaque outside walls, so the mother feels spaciousness yet privacy. Cons for this pool are that it's more expensive than other models. But Birth Pool in a Box has been around for some time and established a good name for themselves, so many are willing to pay for the familiarity of this brand. This pool takes some time to fill, and some mothers feel the seat gets in the way, while others enjoy it. The Birth Pool in a Box Mini is a popular pool that has been around for some time, and you'll see it in many hospitals across Canada. It is essentially the same pool, but smaller. The mini pool is big enough for all 3 women, although only Holly can stretch her legs out fully when not using the seat. And a tight fit for 2, the regular size birth pool in a box would be a better option if you want a second person to join. The Aqua Doula is one last pool on the market that you're unlikely to purchase because it costs approximately $1,600 Canadian, but you may find it as a rental option. Pros for the Aqua Doula is that it's designed for birth and has a built-in heater, You'd fill the pool with hot water originally, but then the heater would maintain its temperature for you. This is a very sturdy and roomy pool. Cons are that this pool is not cushy like inflatable pools and isn't as comfortable for labor. There are no handles, and it can be taxing on the hot water tank to fill this pool, and it takes longer to set up. In summary, if you're taller like Lauren, you might want to choose one of the larger size pools. As well, if your partner plans to join you in the pool. We recommend Bassine Maxi or Birth Pool in a Box Regular. If you have limited space, however, you might need to consider a smaller pool that doesn't take up so much space in your bedroom, living room, or hospital room. We recommend Bassine Regular because it has a maximum internal dimension for the size it takes up in the room. But Birth Pool in a Box Mini and Passages will also get the job done. If you have limited time and can't set up prior to birth, you'll want an easy setup pool. It really depends on what you're using to inflate the pool. A manual pump will take longer than an electrical pump, of course. The air valves on the pool will also make a difference. The Bassine pools have larger valves, which make them the quickest of pools to inflate. Next, the capacity of the pool will determine how fast it takes to fill. Passages, being the smallest capacity, takes only 20 minutes to fill, while the larger pools can take over 35 minutes. This chart is just an estimate, taking all things into consideration and assuming you're using an electric pump to inflate. So if you're having your second or third baby and things might move quick, you'll want to inflate your pool in advance of your due date, or early in labor if you can. On a budget? For personal pools, you can't beat the Passages pool. It's a proper birth pool with safe eco-vinyl. But the next runner-up is the Bassine Regular pool, which is great value for the dollar. And although not warranted for multiple births, in our experience it can be used multiple times with no issues since it's made of thicker vinyl. For professional pools, you can't beat the Bassine for the price, considering its vinyl is the thickest, and capacity is very similar between models. The warranty is 1 year for both Bassine or Birth Pool in a Box. However, Bassine warranties for 10 uses and Birth Pool in a Box warranties for 40. Assuming this pool is going to be used frequently, then the same 1 year warranty for both makes them equal. Ever wonder how much these pools weigh when you fill them up? It depends on how full you're filling the pool, but this chart will give you a good estimate. Passages pools are light and hold less water than other pools, so they are the lightest of pools when full, at just over 500 pounds. This is an estimate and does not include the weight of the mother. Mid-range pools weigh just over 1,000 pounds when full, and larger pools around 1,400 pounds. We hope our tutorial has helped you. Please refer to our comparison guide for more information and feel free to contact us if you have additional questions. Birth Supplies Canada carries Passages, Bassine, and Birth Pool in a Box pools at all times, so your pool is likely to ship within 24 to 48 hours once you order. We recommend ordering your pool well in advance to be sure it arrives on time before your birth. This gives you time to inspect it and make sure everything is ready for Labor Day. Be reassured that Birth Supplies Canada knows how important this day is for you and your family, and we've got you covered. Watch our next tutorial on setting up for water birth to learn more about what to do once your new birth pool arrives.